The Ferrari 365P Berlinetta Speciale, also known as the Berlinetta Tre-posti or the three-seater, was a unique and innovative creation that combined the performance of a racing car with the elegance of a road car. It featured a mid-engine layout, a three-seat arrangement with a central driving position way before we got the McLaren F1, as well as a sleek and futuristic design that influenced later Ferrari models. It was the first purpose-built mid-engined road-going Ferrari-branded car, and one of the rarest and most valuable Ferraris ever made. It was a car that was so ahead of its time, it could have been a prop in a sci-fi movie. But what was the reason behind its creation? Well, the Ferrari 365P was born out of the vision of Sergio Pininfarina, the son of the founder of the famous Italian design house, and the soon-to-be head of Pininfarina. He wanted to create a road car that would showcase the potential of a mid-engine configuration, which was becoming popular in racing cars at the time. He also wanted to experiment with a three-seat layout, which would allow the driver to have a better view of the road and the instruments, as well as to share the driving experience with two passengers. He was a visionary who dared to think outside of the box, or in this case, outside of the cockpit. Sergio Pininfarina approached Enzo Ferrari, the founder of the legendary Italian sports car manufacturer, with his idea, but he faced some resistance. You see, Enzo was reluctant to produce a road car with a V12 engine in the mid-rear position, as he believed that it would compromise the balance and handling of the car. He also did not approve of the unconventional design language that Pininfarina proposed. He was a traditionalist who preferred to stick with what he knew best. But Sergio was a man on a mission, and a persuasive one at that. So after hours of Sergio wearing him down, he agreed to let Pininfarina use a donor racing car chassis and engine to build a prototype, as long as it did not bear the Ferrari badge. Pininfarina chose the Ferrari 365P2, a successful race car that competed in the prototype class of the World Sports Car Championship, as the basis for his project. The 365P2 had a tubular steel chassis, a 4.4-litre V12 engine, and a 5-speed manual transmission. Pininfarina modified the chassis to accommodate the three-seat cockpit and designed a new bodywork that was loosely based on the existing road-going Dino concept, which also had a mid-engine layout. The result was the Ferrari 365P Berlinetta Speciale, which was unveiled at the 1966 Paris Motor Show. The Ferrari 365P Berlinetta Speciale was an instant sensation, as it impressed the public and press with its innovative features and stunning appearance. It had a low and aerodynamic profile. The most distinctive feature was the three-seat arrangement, with the driver sitting in the center and the passengers on either side, slightly behind. The dashboard was also symmetrical, with two identical sets of instruments and controls. The interior was luxurious and comfortable, with leather upholstery and wood trim. It was a car that was so stylish and sophisticated, it could have been a fashion statement. The Ferrari 365P Berlinetta Speciale was not only a show car though, but also a fully functional and drivable car. It had a powerful and refined engine that produced 380 horsepower at 7,300 RPM, and that engine could propel this car to a top speed of 280 km per hour or 174 miles per hour, which is crazy for a car made in the 60s. Anyways, it also had a sophisticated suspension system with independent wishbones, coil springs, and hydraulic shock absorbers. The braking system consisted of 4-wheel disc brakes with vacuum servo assists. The steering was rack and pinion with a collapsible column. This car was packed to the brim with all the features you would dream of, and even with them not skimping on any of the luxuries and assists. The car weighed only 1,020 kilograms or 2,249 pounds, thanks to the use of lightweight materials such as aluminium and fiberglass. Now, the Ferrari 365P Berlinetta Speciale was a one-off prototype that was never intended for mass production or commercial sale. Only 2 examples were ever built, one for Sergio Pininfarina himself and another one for Luigi Chinetti, the US Ferrari importer and a close friend of Enzo Ferrari. Both cars still exist till this day and are considered among the most valuable and desirable Ferraris in the world. They are often displayed at prestigious events and exhibitions such as Pebble Beach, Concours de Elegance, and the Goodwood Festival of Speed. These cars are treasures of the automotive world. But there's more to the story. You see, the Ferrari 365P would be the precursor and an inspiration for future Ferrari models, especially the ones with a mid-engine layout. It paved the way for the development of the Ferrari 365 GT4 Berlinetta Boxster, the first production Ferrari with a mid-rear-mounted flat-valve engine, which debuted in 1971. It also influenced the design of the Ferrari 512S Modulo, a radical concept car that was created by Pininfarina in 1970 and featured a similar interior. Now I do know it doesn't have 3 seats like the other one, but you still have 1 seat in the center with 1 on the side and then some interesting futuristic stuff on the sides. And if you think about it, the 365P was also the precursor to the McLaren F1, the iconic supercar that popularized the central driving position and the 3-seat layout in the 1990s. This car was so innovative and influential, it's a true legend. But to end it off, the Ferrari 365P was a remarkable achievement that demonstrated the creativity and the skill of Pininfarina and Ferrari. It was a mid-engine masterpiece that combined the best of both worlds, the performance of a racing car and the elegance of a road car. It was a car that was ahead of its time and still fascinates and captivates the enthusiasts and collectors to this day. But at the end of the video, please let me know what you think of the Ferrari 365P Berlinetta Speciale. I personally think this is a gorgeous car, and the fact that there's just 2 of them, I mean, I do understand why it's one of the most desirable Ferraris out there. I do not know what they are worth, but I'm guessing it's a pretty penny. Let me know what you think of this car and let me know what you thought of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you did like it, you'll most probably like most of my other stuff. So just go through my channel, see if there's something else you like. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?